You tell this to the great Kublai. Nayan says he knows that he shares your own blood. But never, never will he sacrifice his new faith, the freedom and independence of his people.
I understand. I promised your pardon, Great Khan, if Nayan would agree to abandon his plan. But he rejected all offers of peace. Do you want me to return and try again?
Ask Marco Polo to stay.
Yes, Great Lord, as you wish. In the name of the Great Khan, the meeting is over. Lord Marco Polo, please stay. The Great Khan wishes to speak to you.
What would you do if you were the Great Khan?
I, the Khan? I wouldn't dare to dream of it.
An ancient Chinese story tells of a man who dreams that he's a butterfly. When he wakes, he wonders, am I a man who dreamed of being a butterfly, or am I a butterfly who's dreaming of being a man? Perhaps this moment belongs to a dream. I could be Marco Polo, dreaming that I'm the Khan, and you, the real Kublai. Great Khan, what would you do?
I would show mercy to Nayan. I would appeal to his Christian faith, answer his threats with clemency. He would understand he's been ill-advised and repent.
Indeed, you are not Kublai, and this is not a dream. The Great Khan is not allowed to forgive. The legacy of the great Genghis is also this: to be merciless in the face of betrayal. The more so if the traitor is one of our own blood. And to be alone in the moment of decision. Alone with my dying son.
Jinkin died peacefully.
I feel a great void in my soul. Jinkin helped me to see a future. A better one. If he had lived,
I had always refused to believe the ancient signs, the weaving of destiny which my people know how to read so well in the dance of the stars. But in the past few months, my hope had been waning.
well, even the Khan seems changed somehow. As though, forgive me, great lady, as though he was too tired to hold the empire in his hands.
And Timur, who is now his heir, a boy who witnesses things and events far bigger than he is.
When I told him what Nayan said, he hardly seemed to hear me.
Nothing makes him break his silence, except when the ambassadors came from Argun, Khan of Persia, to ask for a royal princess to be sent as his wife. When I told him that Kokochin would be chosen, he wept like a child. She was to be Jenkins' bride.
It's decided then.
Kokochin will be Argun's wife. It will be a useful alliance. Argun is loyal. This marriage will make the bonds even tighter. Yet it is a long and dangerous journey to Persia. You must speak to Kublai, Marco. He will listen to you. You must tell him that Nayan's only concern is for his people. He must allow Nayan and Kaidu to keep the freedom of our ancestors. He cannot imprison them inside walls and cities.
Great Khan, my great lord. The revolt has spread, great lord, down the east side of Lanzhou to Zhujiang. Kaidu Khan is about to lead his men to join forces with Nayan.
This is the greatest threat there has ever been to the Empire. If Kaidu reaches Nayan, we would have to face a huge army. Even as you talked to him, I knew this was in his heart. Not independence, but a war to carve himself out a new kingdom in the north of China. While Kaidu rouses up Central Asia, cutting us off from the west and splitting the empire in two. Nayan is quite right to fear that his people will be crushed. For I will give him such a war, a true Mongol war, that will grind them to dust forever.
What are your orders, great lord?
How long would it take to summon the garrison from the south?
30 to 40 days, my lord.
Too long. Gather my Imperial Guard. Go to Badaling, the garrison from Shangdu. Close all passes to the north. We must act without delay. Strike Nayan before he and Kaidu join forces.
I shall lead your army to victory once again, great Khan.
No. You'll be at my side. I will be at the head of my army myself.
was God, who chose to come down to earth among us to become a man. His parents were really very poor. They had little to give their son, only their love and care. Nothing more, you remember? I told you how he was born in a state of